always forget what I'm going to say. Okay. Welcome back, everybody, and thank you for joining me for another artsy video. I'm the Craft Monster, and today we're going to be doing another Dollar Tree DIY. Okay, so for this DIY, what we're going to be doing is making candle holders, decorative candle holders. And so, of course, before we start this craft, we have to start with gathering our supplies. So I was able to purchase this glass vase from Dollar Tree. I'm not sure if this is a vase or a candle holder itself, but I got this from Dollar Tree as well. And then I have a few candlestick holders. Okay, and those came from Dollar Tree as well. I also have some acrylic paint. I have some twine. I have some epoxy. Okay, and then some ribbon, some Mod Podge, paint brushes, scissors, and all of that. So now that we have all of our supplies, let's jump in. Okay, so we're gonna start off by taking our candlestick holder and one of our little vases. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna use the epoxy to glue these together. So I'm gonna start just by cutting off this tag here. And then I'm gonna grab a piece of cardboard. Any piece of cardboard is fine, so I just have like a tag from something else that I've used. And I'm gonna take my epoxy, and I've already went ahead and cut the tabs off of this. And so what I'm gonna do is, and I'll move this so you guys can see, I'm going to just press this onto the cardboard and mix these two together. And it is a little difficult. Okay, so that should be good. So once I have that, I'm just going to clean this off a little bit and put the caps back on. And then I'm going to mix this. Mix this all together. All right. And now that it's pretty good, I have a pretty good mix, I'm going to take this candlestick and I'm just going to apply some of this epoxy to the rim of this. And you can be generous. So I'll do this all around just like this. Okay, so now that I have the epoxy all the way around the rim, I'm just going to take that vase and I'm going to peel off the sticker and I'm going to place it right on top. And it's okay if some of the sticker residue is left behind because this will be fully painted. So just make sure that you center this perfectly all the way around. And we're going to do this for both. So now that I have this in place, we're just going to put it aside for a few minutes. It takes about 15 minutes for it to seal enough to continue with the craft. So I'll put this aside to let it dry. Okay. So for our next step, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my acrylic paint in the color of white, and I'm going to paint the entire candle holder on this one and the base of this one. So let's do that. And I'm going to be using my sponge. Okay, so now that these are fully painted, I'm just gonna set this one aside to let it dry. And I'm gonna take this one and I'm actually gonna take some ribbon, and I went ahead and pre-cut this burlap ribbon to fit around the sides of this vase. So I'm gonna take this and hot glue it in place all the way to the bottom. So let's do that. Okay, so as you can see, I finished putting the burlap ribbon around the entire vase or candlestick holder, and I also went ahead and made a bow out of this ribbon, and it was really easy to make. All I did was cut a piece that was long enough to wrap around and tie twice, and then I went ahead and cut little triangles on the ends of this to make it look like an official bow. Okay, so there you have this finished look. So we're gonna set this aside and then we're gonna start working on the other one. Okay, so now we're gonna start working on this one. And it's almost fully dried, not quite, but I think I can continue to work. So what I'm gonna do with this one is to tie these two together. I'm gonna go ahead and take some twine and I'm gonna wrap it around the center of this and create a little bow. Okay, so let's kind of eyeball how long of a string we need. And that's probably good. So I'll cut this. All right, so I'm gonna wrap this around and just like this, so you guys can see, and I'm gonna tie it in a bow. Okay, just like that. And you can play with this and cut off any of the extra string that's hanging. So now I'm also gonna take some more twine and I'm gonna wrap it around the base of this. So just like this. Okay, so I'll say that's pretty good. And I'm gonna go ahead and cut this. Just like that. And if your strings are still sticking out, you can take a little hot glue to just lay them down precisely. Okay. And so there's the finished look of this. So just look around at it, and if you see any excess strings, just go ahead and cut those off to make it look nice and clean and neat. Okay, and there you have that. So for our final step, we're gonna just add candles to all of these candle holders. Okay, and there you have it. A cute candle set that you can place on your dining room table or anywhere in your home that it works. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and check me out in my next video. See ya!